Connecting. All right, I'm live. So if anybody just, I don't know, wants to chat about stuff, live on the air. Chat settings. Live chat. There we go. Live chat here. Let me see. Can I share this? Yeah. Sorry, highlight. I'm not trying to highlight nothing. Share. Yep, I'm back. All right. I don't know if anybody's gonna join. Oh dear. Yeah, I guess I was supposed to be Portal. What's the notification? I just got some notification. Oh. It's just like, no, live, whatever. Live Q&A. I don't know if anyone's likely to join. Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, Mr. White.
Notifications. No, it's freezing. It's freezing down here. Yeah, I live in a basement, and it's freezing. Bitcoin beer. What is up? It's a live Q&A to celebrate one subscriber. What? No, 400 subscribers. What's up? Yeah, what's up? So Q&A, just anything you want to ask.
The Enrichment Center is committed to.
No, I should say like favorite figure I have. Okay. Answer this question. Hold on. I think custom wise, like favorite custom figure, if that also counts, is definitely the Burning Godzilla I did here. But one of my favorite figures that I have gotten is the Mecha Godzilla here. Just really cool and just over the top articulation for a Godzilla figure. Because the Kong figures, they'll usually get all the leg articulation, so it's very weird to have a figure that can move their arms, it can move their legs. I'm gonna check the news of stuff. I'm just doing random stuff right now. Evidently, the GameCube prototype was listed on eBay and sold for like $100,000, which it can't even play GameCube games. What's the point of getting the prototype if it can't even do anything? How do you know it's real? That's like the one of the stupidest things I've seen somebody buy. Evidently, some new trailer for the new Alien Earth series dropped. What's up, Mecha Godzilla? Oh, a little late. No, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, I don't mind too much, you know. Got a lot of time. Some new teaser for Alien Earth dropped. Interesting. Yeah, this summer. All right, guys, get a Hulu account because Alien Earth comes out. What's my favorite MonsterVerse movie? I'd probably have to say that's a tough one. Either King of the Monsters or The New Empire. Both of them are like just so ridiculous and like really cool, you know, like King of the Monsters has the most badass scene in like almost any Godzilla movie ever. It's like Godzilla gets freaking escorted by the military to fight a three-headed dragon. I mean, it's amazing. So who's gonna get a Switch 2 when it comes out? I think chances are, like I've heard rumors, but but to me, if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess around $400 for Switch 2. Although do not quote me on Switch 2's price point. I definitely think it could. They might charge 500. I hope they don't. I won't get it if they charge 500. But if they charge, if it's 400, yeah, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. You know, got my what is your dream subscriber account? Is that meant to say amount maybe? Dream subscriber account. Oh, like who I want to subscribe to me? If that's what you mean, I'd probably say Goji guy. He's cool, you know, the cool guy. And the Switch 2 is different from the Lite. Like, how's that? There's not a lot of information too much on Switch 2 at the moment, just the trailer, but Switch 2 graphics wise, there were some rumors. Sorry, notification there. Is that Switch 2, it's rumored that it's going to have 4K, which I wouldn't be surprised if it's in 4K, you know, considering, you know, it's like 2025 and an HD console is probably not going to sell as well. And the Joy-Cons in it like supposedly can act like a mouse. Based on the trailer, they look like they can be used for like a mouse. So I don't know if you're playing like an FPS game, you have a mouse, which kind of makes sense. And it's kind of a weird thing that wasn't in Switch One. Here, let me get. Actually, I don't have a Switch One. The only thing I only got the OLED here. I don't have a Switch One. I got this OLED for Zelda. Yeah, this is like the second one, which you can see here. How many episodes will it be for Godzilla and Friends? I'm just gonna go on till I run out of ideas. Yeah, season two is done. But for season 3, I'm gonna try something a little different. Like on like the Discord server, I might set up a poll here on YouTube as well. And like have some of the fans interact. Like I'm thinking of going back to some of the roots with Godzilla and Friends. Like having it just be fighting. Like the first episode was the 10 subscriber special, which technically is like episode 0, but that was pretty much just dumb fighting. It's going to kind of be like that, but I'm thinking of like the community, like suggesting who should be on what team. Like the community builds a team and it kind of plays out. So like we've obviously had a suggestion for Suko to be with Team Kong, obviously. And there were a couple iterations of that idea I tried. I tried finding out who all could be an Alpha Titan, but it's very vague what it could be, because like evidently like Tiamat's an Alpha Titan, but it's like I would consider her an Alpha Titan due to the fact that she knowingly fought Godzilla, who was the Alpha at the time. But does that make Ghidorah an Alpha by the time he was in Antarctica because he took on Godzilla? There was just a whole slew of mess there. My favorite kaiju. I think, yeah, I'm obviously I'm gonna have a different answer other than Godzilla, because that's gonna be boring. Really liked Titanosaurus from Terror of Mechagodzilla, and Biollante is another cool one. Like I like a lot of those one-off kaiju. Very, very cool. The Mutos are also really cool. They look really nice. Look very bug-like looking. And those are like I do want to see Titanosaurus come back in some form, or Biollante come back in some form. And I mean, that's what I'm thinking we might see with the sequel, which supposedly it's the next Godzilla movie made by Toho will be a sequel to -1. I mean, it's the same director, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. But hopefully, there's 3 Titans that people think are going to appear. It's Anguirus, because he's the main guy who appeared in the second Godzilla movie. Hedorah, which I guess could make sense, dealing with like disaster and stuff. And then Biollante, due to the Godzilla cells in the lady's neck. What do you think of the Playmates Monsterverse line? I do like it. Some of these were very hard to find. I got a couple like last year. This time last year, I only had the original Battle Axe Kong and a Battle Roar Godzilla. That was the collection, was those guys. What is your favorite color of the alphabet? False. I would say A in green, true. I don't know. There are some other figures from the Monsterverse line that, like, I technically do want, but like, just the accessories. Like, there's the City Destruction Godzilla. He comes with like a tank, you know. I just want like the tank and the Ferocious Kong figure. Like, I just want the boat propeller so that, I don't know, give him more weapons and stuff. You know, because like, just, I don't know, have these guys who are just get a bunch of weapons. Were you expecting to get this far? Absolutely not. No. I was thinking I was going to get like 30 subscribers because like literally what I did was like I literally just set my phone up as a camera. That's literally what I'm doing right now. It's just my phone. And I was just, I don't know, just recording it. Like, look, let me go back to some of my like early videos because I have YouTube pulled up on my TV. Go to my videos. I don't think I can watch my live streams. Like, I think I have to search my live streams. It doesn't appear on my channel on YouTube. Yeah, I legit just reviewed a bunch of action figures for 25 minutes. And yeah, that was kind of it, you know. That was like my first video, which is what I'm not going to consider my first short, which was just messing around with the giant Shimo figure. No, I was just wearing some green fedora, you know, just like being like, okay, yeah, there's a bunch of cool action figures, you know, aren't they neat? And then I did the Who Would Win podcast, and that kind of didn't really last too long, particularly because power scaling. I feel like could easily create some controversy. That series could create some controversy. But yeah, like literally what I did was just review figures, and suddenly I got 10 subscribers. So what did I think I should do? I was like, let's just have them fight each other. And then the rest is history from there, you know. Created the series. It was pretty interesting. What is my least favorite Godzilla movie, including the Japanese movies? I'm going to say one. It's easily one of the Netflix movies, the Netflix anime movies. City on the Edge of Battle. That's my least favorite one. Mechagodzilla is very weirdly designed, and then he becomes a city. He's just a city that Godzilla just slowly walks through. I feel like if the Netflix anime trilogy was just one film, it would be so much better, but it's not. You know, it's 3 films, which, holy cow, it does not need to be 3 films. Very poor pacing. I was not a fan of it. Jeez. Trying to find seeing what my worst video is. Yeah, my worst video, I don't know, this is just something I'm just curious about, is just dumb stuff with an axe. I literally just threw an axe around. What's my least favorite Godzilla and Friends episode? Easily the Lego Deadpool and Wolverine one. That one was just trying to, I don't know, I just saw the movie and I was like, you know what? Wouldn't it be cool if these guys were in with Godzilla? No, it was very stupid. I did not like that episode. I think I commented on it. Yeah, I commented on some of my earlier videos. I was just saying Deadpool and Wolverine will not return, because I was like, yeah, this is like my least favorite episode. Like, absolutely. I was not a fan of it. Another one was the one where they reviewed the Showa films, which really that one should have just been me showing off the the book. That's what it should have been, but instead I turned it into Godzilla and Friends reviewing the book. That's something that I do wish that I changed. Oh no, my worst video is actually tied with the worst movie cases and the dumb stuff with an axe. If I had to get rid of one kaiju, who would it be? The Manila. But if there's another one, probably Space Godzilla. Also, he was kind of a dick in the whole film. You know, and Space Godzilla is my least favorite of the Heisei films, which I do not own any of the Heisei films physically. I will eventually get some of those, but the only problem is it's like the first 4 films are like impossible to get on Blu-ray. I mean, now they're coming to like streaming. Now the first 4 are becoming relevant. Like, yeah, after I had to watch one of them on YouTube, and it wasn't even the 84 cut. Yeah, I haven't seen The Return of Godzilla. I saw Godzilla 1985, and Biollante, one of my libraries somehow had it, and they also had Godzilla versus Mothra and Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. What are your favorite YouTubers? I would have to say Goji Center does a lot of cool stuff. Hold on, let me like look at some of my like subs here. Yeah, like Goji Center, you know, has like a lot of cool stuff. Like he recently did a video about if -1 Godzilla evolved, and it's just really cool. He has a lot of like 3D graphics, which are cool. Mind Square, yeah. They kind of just do a bunch of stupid stuff, like like just. Oh, let me find one of their stuff. Yeah, like popping water balloons over people's heads. Yeah, they're just dumb, you know. Kind of just watch a bunch of dumb stuff. And Chad Tronic also. I remember watching him. Like it was like in middle school or something. It was about, and the video that I watched that got me into him was the pink starburst scam, which I will feel free to go elaborate on that if anybody wants me to, but it's a long rant. And if I had to personally fight Godzilla, what weapon would I bring? I think everybody would say the oxygen destroyer, but that is a fictional weapon. So if I were to bring a real weapon, I would bring I'd bring probably a Lego brick or something for him to step on. Because I mean, like, I don't know, like just get like a brick, like a Duplo Lego piece, you know, because they're scaled up, and if he steps on it, that's it. In the background, is the figure poses right now actually gonna happen? Hold on, let me see which ones. Let me close chat. Can I close chat messages? Yeah, the ones on the table here. Yeah, yeah, that's for episode. That's for season 3, episode 1. That's what that's for there. Yes, this is gonna happen. Back there. There's nothing spoilery with it right now. I mean, I already talked about on the Discord server how it's gonna be like 6 teams over here, and they're gonna be fighting just for fun. And conveniently, they can all come back to life. Conveniently, Scar King is now alive because why not? For plot purposes. Okay, I gotta show everybody something that I want to make a video on, but let's be honest, I don't know if too many people are gonna watch it, but live streaming it, it's kind of different. It's talking about this that I purchased from Target, the Curtain Call vinyl. It's mirrored, so it doesn't look too good. If you could, would you to get the Haya ones if I had enough money? Yes, absolutely. I'd love to get some of the Haya figures. Like, I've seen what Godzilla can do. In the Haya figures, like the new one, he can do like a freaking superhero landing. Of course, I want that. I want a Godzilla that just looks like Iron Man. Just going like that. Awesome. Some person on a friend's Discord server, which I shared it onto mine, was talking about how there is the Skullcrawler figure and did something very weird with the tongue and Kong. It was wild. My favorite movie, Interstellar. Absolutely love that movie. It is so good. It's great. It's a great movie. Yeah, vinyls. Yes. Was gonna make a video about this, but I can't really play these vinyls because of copyright. That's it's kind of hard to do this. So I actually figured out why the songs were skipping, which I talked about it on the Discord server here. This is brand new. Hold on. You see that? Does this look off to you? Does this look off? Yeah, that's warped. Oh my god. How I feel about the new virus. There's a new one. Oh dear. That's all I have to say is oh no. That's not good. That's bad. Oh no. That if there is a new virus and it's like shuts down everything like it did with COVID, we'll need another Godzilla movie to save theaters. Luckily, it's not as dangerous as COVID. Good. Because everyone in my family has caught it. I don't know if I have. Like I had a cold. I had a cold earlier. That's another reason why episode 4 took a while to post. Was I actually did have a cold and my throat and my voice were all kinds of messed up, so I couldn't do some of the voice lines. That among other things like CapCut getting temporarily banned and that kind of stuff. Why does my chat keep disappearing? I want this up. All messages are visible. Keep that up. My phone keeps closing them. Maybe I can hold on. Wait, what am I thinking? I can just go to my YouTube channel and not have to worry about it. Because I can just pull it up on my TV here and just mute the audio and I'll see the chat. Yeah, where's the live stream? Where's my live stream? Let me pull it up. Here's my testing live stream. Go to channel. Live now. Here we go. Yes. just a black screen right now. Oh, okay. I'm muting it because I do not want a weird thing going on with the audio here. Oh, it's weird looking at me here. And pull up live chat. Quality. Why is the quality set to 720? Okay, successfully connected to live chat. Okay, then why is it not appearing? Hold on. Maybe somebody just sent a message. Question: Do you think? What do you think? How the next MonsterVerse movie will be all about God? Like about the God. I mean, fair. It's weird. Why is my live chat not showing up in here? I don't know if it's just like how some things work. Oh, there we go. You think the next month of this movie will be? Like the next month, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be, the new one is supposed to be Godzilla focused. I do think that's going to be interesting to have, like a Godzilla focused movie. I mean, like, obviously I'm not complaining that, oh yeah, the next one being all about Godzilla. Yeah, I definitely am okay with that. I like that. There are some people who complain that it's not about Kong, or like that it's too much about Kong, but we also got to remember, like, Godzilla has had like 40 movies and Kong has had like 8. I don't know. It's weird. Do we count The Mighty Kong as a movie? I haven't seen it. It's some animated movie. It's supposed to be a musical. I've not watched this. Supposedly it's on Tubi. It's from 1980 something. It's like a musical about King Kong. That might be the worst King Kong movie. Other than King Kong Lives, I think that movie will just go down in history as maybe the worst kaiju movie of all time. I do not like King Kong Lives. It was horrendously bad. And I will, like, did you know? Yeah, I remember doing that. I didn't do a live stream because we had some guy on here trolling, like saying Trump 2024, which I'm not going to get into politics here. You know, I don't care who you voted for or all that. You know what? We're all fans of the same thing, and that's what matters. But I was like saying, and he was like, I was like saying, can we not talk about this? He's like, you're suppressing my freedom of speech. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just saying, please don't talk about this. I'm not saying don't say this or else you're going to get arrested. Like, and then he was like, fine, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, good. Good. I don't want to get into politics here. That's not what this is about. This is Godzilla. You know, that's the real thing. Oh, is that emails? Yeah, I set my email notification to be a like a money sign. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it's to sound like a cha-ching, because I have it to where I'll get emailed when Switch 2 is available for pre-order, because I'm definitely going to get that if I can. Yeah, you know, live streaming is something I just didn't know what all I would do with that. You know, like, am I going to one day, like, I don't know, live stream video game content? I want to. Capture card. I gotta get a capture card though. I mean, unless Switch 2 does allow you to actually properly capture some stuff, I would definitely do some live streams. And I'm thinking at some point I will do a live stream playthrough of Kong Survival Instinct. I don't know, it's like $25. I have not heard too great reviews of it, like too many good reviews about it, but I mean, that's probably just coming off the heels of the awful King Kong game, which is not surprising. Yeah. I do want a Godzilla game eventually. Hopefully that will happen. Because, just it's been like 10 years since the last proper Godzilla game. Everything else has been like crossovers and mobile, and I'm not complaining about crossovers at all. Don't think that I'm against any kind of crossover, because that's not true. It's just Godzilla definitely needs a video game. Also crazy to think that the Godzilla and Friends Snow Day episode, that's now the third most viewed video on my channel. And like I posted that 2 weeks ago. Like, how did that happen? And for all of you Minecraft players out there, you'll be happy to know fireflies are now back in the game. In the form of a single pixel. But fireflies. Which were removed from the game in Wales, the Drowned Viper, and One Eye isn't out in the UK, sadly. Yeah. I've looked. Toy Snowman, which is what I used to get the Mothra figure. They don't have those yet. That's in like Canada. Legit, I honestly don't know how to get those. I was just at a random Walmart and they just had it. There was one Walmart at Tennessee. This was back like 2021. There was a Walmart in Tennessee that had the giant Mechagodzilla figure. That's where I got the giant Mechagodzilla from. But that is actually, like, I went there and like, I don't know, I go there every so often on like camping trips. And weirdly enough, when I went there in 2024, they didn't have a single new Empire figure. It's my first Playmates figure. Yes, I did. I already know this, luckily. Back here. Back here. This bad boy here was the first. The Battle Damage Kong figure. This was the first, and it is easily like one of my favorites. Which, understandable. Definitely, but didn't use him a lot. I used him in some of the earlier episodes, but yeah, it's kind of like, he's kind of worn out over time, I think it actually has to do with the material that the first battle axe was made out of, because this is the first one, which I don't know if you guys know, there is a difference between the first one and the second one. This one is like painted less, and then there's like the new one, which is right here, because this is the new one. I think it's a difference in the material, but the grip has kind of weakened on the 2021 figure, but it happens over time. Still still the most like violent thing. Like, I understand why Playmates glued the Energized Godzilla chess piece down. Way too violent. Yeah. But like honestly, this is like one of the coolest things ever because it covers up the pin, which is nice. You know, always nice when there's a pin cover. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites. Definitely a legend there. And yeah. Not really much else to say about him. But I actually do have an answer for you guys who might have had a question about something. Wait, that's what this is all about. What? Yes, so up here. This Scar King figure was kind of questioned when it came out. Like, look at this. It's weird. He's got yellow printing. He's like scarlet looking. I think I know what this is. This is supposed to be him when he's frozen in ice by Shimo. I don't know what the yellow parts are, but I think that this is meant to look like him when he's frozen. I do not know for sure. But, I mean, overall, it would make sense because, like, I was rewatching that scene, and the Kong figure that's, like, has the snow on him is, like, identical to the scene where he's, like, holding him up like this. So, I'm thinking it's to recreate that final scene where they're all huddled together, except Mothra. Mothra wasn't in that battle. They just included Mothra in there. I don't know why Mothra was in there. I still don't know why I haven't seen a Mothra figure here in the US. That's the real confusing thing. I think some people have found a Mothra figure in the US, but I haven't seen the only one I've seen is in the Ultimate Titan Battle Pack, not just the individual figure, which I mean technically counts, but like the Ultimate Titan thing technically counts, but yeah. Am I happy Mothra's back in the Monsterverse? Of course. Mothra in the Monsterverse is one of my favorites. And it's very cool to see her back. And I do think with Mothra back, I don't know what they can do. They can probably do tons of stuff now that they have Mothra. Do GMK, but with Godzilla, Mothra, and Kong. That's what I'm expecting the title of Adam Wingard's third Monsterverse movie to be is GMK, Godzilla, Mothra, Kong. That's just a funny guess. I don't think that's actually what's going to happen. Now, I did post about this. I did make a post about this. This that I got. Yes, this is not a Nintendo 64. I'm going to just go kind of on a rant about it. This right here, does this look like an official video game console? Godzilla X Kong 3. I do think that it could be called that. I do think it could be called Godzilla X Kong 3. But from what I know, it's Adam Wingard is not directing the next one because he's directing Onslaught. I think that's the name of his new movie. that he's doing right now. I think the director of, I'm trying to remember what the name of that movie is. It was something like Mother, some Netflix movie. I Am Mother, I think that's what it's called. I think, yeah, he's directing the next one for 2027. Yeah, this bootleg console. This is something I want to go on about here. What is this? In case you don't know, I don't know. You might have heard about this. The Super Joy 3. Let's go over the box first. My favorite company, which makes Godzilla toys. I feel like I can only say figures. No, it's fine. Figures, not toys, is kind of just a joke. You know, I'm like saying they're not toys, Mom. They're action figures. That's kind of like the whole idea about it. Yeah, I feel like I have to say Playmates because that's like the only Godzilla figures I have is Playmates. So, but from what I've seen, I mean, Haya definitely has great figures. This is an atrocity. I don't know if you can see here. This is called the Original New Edition. I'm so sorry, guys. This is mirror right here. But on the box, I'm sure they didn't get licensed to use this scene from The Phantom Menace with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan and Darth Maul. I'm sure that they didn't officially get the rights for that. And 76,000 games. Yes, there are. Yes, it's just each 100 games that they have is repeated, or each 76 games they have is repeated 1,000 times with just random a random 3-letter combination next to it. And look at this. That's a Nintendo 64 controller. That's a Sega Genesis, and that's a light gun, which, spoiler alert, my light gun won't work because I don't have a CRT TV because I don't live in the 80s. But SH Monster Arts Scar King, he scares me. He scares me. He's more gray than white, which looks weird. Especially like his face, he has like sideburns on there. It's terrifying. It really is kind of terrifying looking that he has like sideburns. Like, ugh. I don't like it. But yeah, the stuff I had to do to make this work was insane. So first, they do have a battery pack that technically you can have it if you want to play wirelessly, but you tell me how this is supposed to fit 4 AA batteries. Spoiler alert, it can't. And I don't know, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool how it just slides in, you know? What do you like more, Sonic or Mario? Actually, I just recently watched the Sonic movie, the first one. I have to say Mario. I kind of grew up with Mario more. Definitely going to start getting into Sonic, you know, because why not? You know, Sonic 3 has been heavily praised, not by critics, but by the reviewers who actually matter, the fans. So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, just now that there's 3 movies and a TV show out for it, now's a good time to get into it. But you'll notice, so look, this needed an AV output, which I don't have the cords for it, but if you see right here, this is a cartridge slot for a Famicom. So I was thinking, I had to take a risk on this. I don't know, one of my local model shops sells some video game accessories. So I bought this. Am I excited about Monsterverse or Monarch Season 2? Absolutely, man. Monarch was so good. I do hope it comes out in 2025. That'd be great. I liked it. It was good. It was really good. Continuity though it struggles to keep up with like continuity, especially like near the end. Because like the end of it takes place in 2018. Wow, late 2025. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to spoil it too much for anybody who hasn't seen it, but near the end, continuity doesn't line up very well. It was weird, but you know what? It's a good show. I like it. You know, definitely shows like a new sign. Introduces Edward, the Frostvark, who I need a figure of that. Godzilla. I like Kong. I like Kong's character a lot, but like Godzilla just seems more of like a just fun guy to be with. I don't know. He just destroys everything. I had to use an NES AV cord, but if you don't know what the heck these are, it's probably because you don't have a TV that uses one of these. Spoiler alert. I did. Do you like cats or dogs? I'd say equally. Cats, it depends. Dogs most of the time are friendly, you know? Like, except like small dogs, but you know, most of the time dogs are friendly. Cats, it's a range. You know, I don't know. I have a cat. I have two cats. None of them are down here. One of them is a jerk, and one of them is like super nice. And I had to get an AV. I had to get an AV adapter. Let me get it. This is what I had to use to play the game. I had to use on a modern TV. I had to use an adapter. So, you know, you have to plug that adapter in here and here. Thank you. I'm glad you like the videos. I definitely was like thinking there's no way there's going to be like a big fan base for this, but there is, which is wild. Like on the 26th, like I looked at my stats, I gained 10 subscribers that day, which was wild. Like, again, my goal is 1,000 by the end of the year. 1,000 is the goal for the end of the year. But basically, here's your cord setup right now. You have your controller. You have another cord that you have to plug in to power this controller, which is just a Famicom. You have this adapter that requires its own power source. So you're plugging that into two plugs. Then you need to get an HDMI cord for your TV. And then if you want to use the second player controller, you have to plug it, you have to daisy chain it into this controller. So you have if you're two player, this is the distance you can have between each other. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. But like, still, it's a daisy chain. Also, spoiler alert, the joystick is literally just, it's nothing. A kaiju into the real world, which would it be? I think logically I'd bring in Behemoth. He's another cool one. He helps, you know, bring like some of the forests back to life and stuff, which definitely like overall seems like the best kaiju to bring in because he's like, you know, not very destructive. I wouldn't bring in Scylla. Literally was just like attacking an oil plant. Godzilla was like, no, you're not. Kills her. The light gun. I've never used a light gun. What kaiju would I want to bring into the MonsterVerse? So I'd say from like the Toho monsters, which if we're gonna say like what Toho monsters there are, or like Gamera ones or anything. Um, there's like Rodan, Kidora, Mothra, and Mechagodzilla. Those are like the four, and there's technically an Anguirus Easter egg. So like there's like five other than Godzilla who is obvious there. Think it would definitely be interesting to bring in Jet Jaguar because the MonsterVerse has established that mechs can be built. Because in the latest comic, GXK the Hunted, there was literally a guy who builds a mech. So I think it's established that there could be Jet Jaguar, but he's technically like a robot. I think Gamera would be a cool one, would bring some of those fans back, like Gamera. Like there hasn't been a movie in like almost 20 years now. No. Kind of sucks to be a Gamera fan. If Godzilla sponsored a product you could buy, what would it likely be, and would you buy it? Let's think what Godzilla would sponsor. I feel like Godzilla would likely sponsor some kind of energy drinks. I'm not too big on energy drinks. I feel like Godzilla would sponsor an energy drink. That seems like a thing he would do. Is he like sponsor some kind of energy drink that like I don't know helps your radiation level? MonsterVerse energy. That's a good one. I like that. Gore is not. Yeah, Kidora. Yeah, Kidora is definitely not dead. They're gonna bring Kidora back to life. They're gonna do Mecha Kidora because we still don't have any kind of resolution about the lawsuits that Apex is going through. Like, are you kidding? Like, they are gonna get sued so hard. That should be like one of the shows. One of the shows they should do another spin-off show, and it's like a lawyer show where it's just like a bunch of people sue Apex for like building a giant robot that like killed most of the people in Hong Kong. That is absolutely a show I think should be done. What was it like meeting Adam Wingard? Yeah, I talked about this on like a earlier time because he was here. He was like in a local theater here. It was cool. He's a cool dude. Chill guy. I'll see if I can find the photo that I got of him and post it. Show off, I got a poster over like right here in this corner. It's so big. How do I feel about hitting 400 subscribers? Insane. Like it is insane to have hit 400 subscribers. To basically have reached this many people. That's not even like I say 400 subscribers, which is who I've hit, like what I've hit. I'm at like 422 right now, which yesterday I checked was like 411. But 400 subscribers was insane to hit. It was an insane milestone, and glad I was able to help reach that many people. And dang notifications. And we are just wrapping up on an hour, which I will be taking one final question when my live chat connects on my TV, which I'm using to view it because my phone isn't keeping the live chat up for some reason. And if the next question is like how to get $1 million, I'm sorry, I don't know. That I will not have an answer to financial advice. Oh gosh, my least favorite movie I've ever seen. Velocipaster. it's bad. It's one of those movies that you can only find on streaming, because everybody gets to post their movie onto a streaming service now with like Tubi. It's about this pastor who like has this magical power of turning into like a velociraptor, but he's like wearing a T-Rex costume and like he fights crime, like he fights these ninjas who are like out to kill him, and it's like his brother is actually part of them, and there's like text on screen, like evidently his parents die in a fire, like in a car explosion. There's no car explosion shot. He just goes out from the church after hearing it, and there's just a text bar that says car on fire. There's no burning car. It's just a text box that says car on fire. And then the guy and then it's like he like goes to a counselor, and the counselor says parents die, that's what they're for. Is like parents dying on you is what they're for, which is absolutely wild. Absolutely like the worst movie I've seen. It looks horrible. Yeah, it's not great. All right, one final question. How do you feel? Tiamat's dead for now, or is dead? Didn't Tiamat have a daughter? I don't know. I think that's something to do with Kong Survival Instinct. I heard she has like a daughter, which I will definitely be getting that game at some point, and I will live stream it because PlayStation, you can actually live stream it. I do need to get a webcam. Should I? Okay. One question for you guys. Do you want me to have a webcam while I play video games? Do I need a webcam, or do you not care? That's like really the only thing. Like if you want, yeah, hold on. How much? First, I gotta look up how much one of those webcams are. Yes, yeah, because I know Sony sells like a 1080 pixel camera. But yep, that'll wrap it up. Eventually, Kong Survival Instinct. I'll live stream that. That will be a fun game to play. And, anybody who hasn't played it, can watch that and like discover some of the lore with me. All right. Wish you all farewell. Thank you all for subscribing. Hitting 400 subscribers is insane. You all are the best, and enjoy the rest of your day. How do I turn this off? Stop streaming. Yes.